Hey you all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the Great White North, more specifically Niagara Falls, Canada. We're in front of the Guinness World Records Museum. There's actually two others I know about. There's the one in Gatlinburg and one on Hollywood Boulevard. I've been to both those, but I've never been to the Guinness here in Niagara Falls. So we're gonna check this out. Follow me. The giant rotating stone ball and the giant non-rotating headless Joe Brower Minogue. Here's the world's best-selling book. Ironically, it is the Guinness World Records book. They got to give themselves an award for best-selling book. That's very meta. The world's most unusual visitor? Oh, it's me. There's a jukebox blasting Celine Dion. The world's longest theatrical run is The Mousetrap, which I've never heard of. Mickey Mouse actually receives the most fan mail of any Hollywood celebrity. Santa Claus too, he also gets a lot of fan letters. Oh, wait a minute. Red slippers worn by Judy Garland? Right here? Oh, wow. Are those real ruby slippers? There's the world's smallest wine bottle. World's best-selling book, non-fiction. But wait a minute. I thought the Guinness was the best-selling book. Is it Guinness or the Bible? Which one? Also, Christianity is the most widely practiced religion. And there we have the world's smallest Quran. Please be respectful. And the world's smallest bicycle. Can you imagine how silly someone would look riding that thing around? To view this exhibit, press button. Oh. What is it? Well, we opened the curtain, so I guess we'll just go through with it. Put in 2 tokens and see what happens. What? What's going on? Oh, there's a rising. Oh no! Graphic. Oh, he's got smoke rising off of him. Terrifying. There's the CN Tower, which at one point was the tallest structure. I don't believe it is anymore, and it doesn't count as a building because it's I guess just considered a structure. It's the world's largest pearl, world's most valuable jewel. You know, I wonder if they're using fake ones. Most expensive golf shoes, they're lined with mink. It seems weird. And the smallest camera, it's pretty tiny, I guess. Head up these stairs. That bike, Kurt Osborne. Ooh, here's a creepy taxidermy case. Got a rat right there. Oh, look at that bat right there. He's the world's largest bat, as a matter of fact. This cheetah here is chasing this poor guy. What? Is that supposed to be me? The oldest man. Oh, that looks pretty good for 120. So yes, this is a giant belt, and you're supposed to compare to see how fat you are compared to all these fat people. The heaviest man, Robert Earl Hughes. Heaviest living man, Walter Hudson. Heaviest woman, Flora Mae Johnson. Heaviest primate, the mountain gorilla. Is it one in particular or just in general? My waist is not as big as Robert Earl Hughes. Matter of fact, it's making me look rather svelte. So the way, oh, a little still. Staying away around 230. World's tallest human being, the man himself, Robert Wadlow. He's so big he can't even fit in a phone booth. He has to tear the phone out by the cords and then just pretend to talk on it. He's so frustrating. Longest distance walking on hands. He walked on his hands for 10 hours. That's excruciating. This here is Plenty Wingo. Yeah, it holds the world record for walking backwards. It's a very useful skill. There's some games that you can break records at. Let's see if we can beat the world drumming record. It says the most drum beats ever played in 1 minute is 1,080. And wow, I actually have already beaten the record in less than half the time. Go me. And you can actually play around the Super Mario Brothers. You know who's really good at Super Mario Brothers? John from Exploration Unknown. Ask him about it sometime.
Ready?
Alright, we're speed stacking. We have to set it up properly.
And those left-handers are going to start on there. Right side.
And then...
There we go.
What do we
gotta
do? Like this? I quit. This is impossible.
Now where do we go? Back to
What do we have here? The Hall of Human Oddities, the world's most tattooed woman. The hungriest sword swallower. Hungry for swords, that is. Oh, the champion weight loss guy. His pants are falling off. That's John Brower Minnock. It's the world's longest firewalk. No intention of trying to break that. How far did he walk? 165 feet. Man. World's longest necked woman here. Here's the record for yawns, sneezes, and snores. These are the handcuffs that were escaped from by a Thomas Black, who was a expert escape artist. Here's the longest paperclip chain. It's actually tied around this giant spool. Well, that's one long continuous chain. That's pretty crazy. Here's some sports items and presumably records. It's the longest hockey career. And here's the fastest production car, the Bugatti Veyron Supersport. It's the Guinness Pantry. The world's most popular soft drink is Coke. The world's strongest beer is Beck's. The what is that? World record meat consumption. You see, oh, it's just by capita. I guess Argentina eats the most meat. And then there's the world's largest pizza pie. I don't think that's actually the world's largest because it's roughly the size of an average pizza. I love this right here. It's the mouth just food being just shoveled in. The lemons, peppers, big pile of beans, some burgers up there. Oh, worms. Ugh. This pan here was used by this man, Dominic Cuzaria. He ran for 3 hours straight while flipping pancakes, or flipping one pancake with his pan. Here is the world's largest pinball game, Hercules. Those are pretty big flippers. Most worms eaten in 30 seconds. There you go, buddy. Something to be proud of. Oh, we're suddenly in a gift shop. So that was Guinness Niagara. The one in Gatlinburg is different in that it's a lot of interactive computer exhibits where you try to break records. The one in Hollywood is more practical stuff, very old school. This has a more old school leaning to it as well, so very cool. I like to kind of look back at time and see what museums looked like once upon a time, what attractions looked like once upon a time. But anyways, appreciate you guys coming along. If you'd like to see other places I've been, please check the interactive map in the description. I'll show you where I've been, and you can tell me where I need to go next. Also, if you'd like to help support the channel, consider buying a t-shirt, consider donating to Patreon. A donation of $3 or more will get you a postcard once a month. But for now, this one's in the bag.